Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
A resurgence of racism not seen for a generation is what's feared for the capital by London's Mayor Sadiq Khan. Today he spoke of his children and how until now they'd never heard of certain offensive words being used. And so he's worried that the racist terms are being used in playgrounds right across London. Well, the Metropolitan Police Commissioner, Sir Bernard Hogan-Howe, also weighed in, saying that the spike in reports of hate crime after the EU referendum has continued to accelerate and we're now double the usual rate. Here's our Home Affairs correspondent, Nick Beak.
Earlier this week, 26-year-old Esmat Geraj told us how she was London born and bred. But then this happened in the days after the referendum.
I was walking down the street, kind of lost in my thoughts as I normally am, and I had a gentleman kind of come up to me and tell me to F off out of his country.
It prompted her friend to set up a website to chart the rising reports of hate crime in London.
What we found is a lot of verbal abuse is happening, some very scary physical abuse is happening. It's targeting all kinds of different people, black, Muslim, Polish, lots of Eastern Europeans. We've had some reports from Italians, some from Americans, some from Scottish people. It seems to be a broad spectrum of people who are being affected.
Today at City Hall, the Mayor said he was deeply worried.
My children haven't heard the N-word or the P-word or the Y-word growing up in the same area that I grew up in. We are hearing now in the streets of London the N-word, the P-word and the Y-word. And there's a generation of young Londoners who are hearing it for the first time. And that's why it's really important that it's stamped out.
London's top policeman agreed. He gave an insight into the number of crimes recorded since the EU vote.
And we have seen rises. I condemn it in the same way the Mayor just has, all hate crime, and particularly the rises we've seen since the referendum. So we were at around 25 to 50 incidents a day across London, and that's raised to around 88.
Sadiq Khan said it was vital not to demonise the 1.5 million Londoners who voted to leave the EU, but said some people felt they now had permission to act in a racist way.
Most Londoners like to think of their city as a pretty tolerant kind of place, but it's clear the new mayor is deeply concerned by the recent rise in hate crime. Both Sadiq Khan and the Commissioner insist the Met will take a zero-tolerance approach.
Please, please, please report this. Look, I've suffered race crime before when I was younger, didn't report it. You've got to report it. The police want to hear from you. This police service that Police House City now is different from those in the past. From the top to the bottom, they care about this.
Both the Mayor and the Met hope the message is heard and this rise is stopped as soon as possible. Nick Beak, BBC London News.